Hi Aries, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 29th to the 4th of January. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. My readings are also timeless, so if you stumble across one of my readings and it's not in the time frame stated, it means it's for your next 7 days starting from tomorrow. So let's begin. I immediately felt a jolt of energy, of like feeling like, like when you're on a roller coaster and when you're going down, like you feel like, oh, like, when you're going from a really high point. But it was weird because I'm feeling you going up and you're feeling like this instead of you going down. It's like an exhilarating feeling, if you've ever been on a roller coaster. And you don't feel like that going up. It's quite slow going up. Usually it's very slow, and then that's where the fun begins at the top when you're going down. So in this situation, I see you just being like very near to the top in some kind of situation, being so close to being at the top. And this week you're feeling like you're feeling exhilarant. It just feels exhilarating, like you just going towards the top here, like you getting closer and closer. This is just within your own life in general, so this is going to be a bit of everything, not necessarily particularly focused on love or career. It's going to be a bit of everything. Keep hearing you continuing to work hard and seeing goals to fruition here, seeing things manifest for you in your life, opportunities and outcomes because of your hard work. You're seeing a lot of rewards this week, and that's what this is. This vision of you going upwards, and it's not something that I'm seeing you in a vehicle or anything. That's what it feels like. I'm just seeing you like from your heart. From your heart, it's like this energy is just coming up here out of your heart, like going upwards. Almost like you're like a vehicle in itself, and your heart's just going shoop, coming out and going shoop, going up. It's like like Tom and Jerry, where you have Tom and Jerry, and Jerry lives in like a little. He lives he lives in the wall, and he's got like a doorknob and everything, and he comes out of his house now and again. It's like that. It's like your heart's like Jerry. It's coming out and going straight up. So this is in terms of your understanding of your being. You're gaining clarity here about who you are, not just who you are, but what you are. You're recognizing you're more than just, your ABC 1, 2, 3, 4. Your day to day brick and mortar, eat food and go to sleep and go toilet, whatever. Like your relationships and family, and you're recognizing here that you're more than all of these things, way more. Like your soul, just your soul in general, a person's soul is much more than just the physical reality, and you're appreciating this week, because you're seeing changes within yourself, positive changes, because you're taking action towards what you're learning about, and this is like sacred knowledge there that you're learning, sacred wisdom, ancient knowledge is what you're learning, about what life really is. By you applying it, it's not you're learning it from someone, you're applying it in your life as you're going through life, and this is giving you a better life as you're doing so. It's like trial and error, but it's not really error, it's just trial and success. Trial and success, trial and success. That's what's happening here. It's trial and success. Everything you keep learning, you have a very open mind. You have a very, very open mind to the truth. Because you've lived in a way already where you've been rejecting this way of looking at things. You've already been that person, and living that way didn't make sense. It didn't, it didn't add up. You're very analytical wherever you are. You look at things, you must be good at maths, and you look at things, you're able to understand things from a mathematical standpoint of numbers, of like numbers make sense, effect, cause and effect. So you're someone very realistic, but now you're more open-minded to seeing things from a different way because your whole life you lived in that kind of way, and it's still left those holes that have always been there within that you've been trying to figure out within knowledge, your own knowledge of what's up and what's down and what's left, what's right, like what are we standing on, what is the earth, what is it, what are we standing on, like these kind of questions you've been asking, and you haven't been able to get the answer from that side of life, that that analytical, that side of life that is very much so in the mundane, I guess, like in the 9 to 5, home, kids, family, working, eat, sleep, that way of life of like, just being primal, I guess, being like an animal, like, every creature does this on this planet, where they eat, sleep, drink, and whatever else they do. And so you're like, I'm looking for more fulfillment from my life. So you've been on this journey for the last few weeks, or like, I want more fulfillment from my life. I want to live life in a more authentic way, in a way that makes sense, that actually makes sense, not a way that I can just assume and make a conclusion based upon, oh yeah, okay, this is this and that is that. But no, you want to know the truth of things, and this is why you're leveling up, because you're already someone that's very honest. You're someone already that is very open to change, open to new ideas, new concepts that are not necessarily agreeing with your current concept, that might be in conflict, but you're willing, we're quite open to see other perspectives, because you're quite bored of like the same old, the status quo. You're quite bored of it because it's lame. it's it's very lame to you. I'm laughing because I find it funny as well. The status quo is quite lame. Very lame. It's pathetic. That's the right word. It's pathetic. The status quo is very pathetic. It's made for people that like to just talk, not people that actually like to figure things out. And so you're taking a very practical approach to life. I'm hearing one more day. You got one more day to go before big promotion. So whenever you're watching me, you got one more day to go before some kind of big promotion is coming in for you. This is in regards to your work, your job, whatever your job is. You've already applied for a promotion, or you've been put up for promotion without. Yeah, you've been put up for promotion without you asking for it. And I'm hearing very loud and clear, you got one more day to go before your promotion. So let's jump into your reading. I want to see if there's anything else important. I think I've said everything. But yeah, let's jump into your reading and see what else is happening here for you this week. So your current energy, like I was saying, you're receiving at this time this promotion, financial security, financial control, financial upgrade where you don't need so much finances anymore, and this is in the form of this promotion that's coming in. You've been working towards something, trying to make a mark in an industry, trying to bring harmony into your life, working on this job, whatever it is. I don't think it's much necessarily a career. It could be a job or a career that you're currently working on. This is not a business that you have, or it could be, sorry. This could be a business that you have as well, where you're receiving some kind of significant amount of money. But you're gonna, either way, you're receiving some kind of promotion here financially, where you're gonna be earning more money as a result of this promotion. And this could be within your own business. You have your own business, and you're just earning a big sum of money here. That's gonna feel like a promotion of your lifestyle, and so. You've been working diligently on making your material work, and the universe is basically set you up for this promotion that you're receiving at this time from your work, and this can allow for more financial control, financial security, better finances as well, just in general. So congratulations, and the being receiving this is making you feel, not just feel, but is it making you harmonious, and is allowing you to recuperate from fatigue and contemplate your next moves moving forward in life in general. So that's your current energy at this time. Jumping into the week, your theme for the week is the Queen of Swords. So this week, the experiences you're going through here are going to make you feel very empathetic towards yourself. You're gonna experience empathy in general. You're gonna become very truthful to yourself. You're gonna be in your truth, seeing what you need in your life, what you don't need in your life, and also being very honest about with yourself, with what you need in your life, what you don't need in your life. So the experiences are putting you into a position of your truth, of your honesty, of you being empathetic towards yourself, and experiencing empathy from others, as well as helping you build a more stronger mind in regards to situations in general, particularly what you allow into your life and what you don't. Jumping into the week, between Monday and Wednesday, we have the Seven of Wands here. So you'll feel like you're having to protect yourself from people that may be trying to challenge you, trying to compete with you, trying to obstruct your way in some kind of way. You're recognizing these people are trying to trap you, they're trying to imprison you in some kind of way, and trying to, restrict you, and it's making you very negative. You're thinking very negatively as you're here at the top of the hill, trying to defend yourself, protect yourself from these people that are around you in your environment, is what I strongly feel like. And clarifying both of these is the King of Wands. So you're going through this situation in order for you to look at this situation and see the situation for what it truly is, to gain vision about what this situation actually is. So this is something that you're already in, but you don't see it as something where you're having to defend yourself from people. But here between Monday and Wednesday, you're in a situation where you're going to see the truth of this situation that you're in. This could be in a workplace, like you're in a friend group in your workplace where they're not really your friends. They're trapping you in a way of being, so that you have to show up in a certain way, and you might be in different departments, for example, and it's like putting a weight on you, basically, and so it's making you feel imprisoned. It's making you think negatively, and so you're cutting anything out here, by you gaining the vision that's making you feel imprisoned, that you're having to protect yourself, that you're having to defend yourself from people. That's you don't want to be in that state where you're having to do this with people. So you're seeing things clearly here, gaining vision, taking authority, leadership, and putting your foot down and saying, I don't want to spend my time with these people, give my energy to these people, because these people obviously don't have the best interest with me in mind. So you're taking back your energy here between Monday and Wednesday from people that are like silent competitors, silent competition, people that just want to block you from progressing, because you've been offered this, you're getting this promotion, and you're on the other side of this promotion now, so you're able to make moves here and say, okay, you're this person and you're that person, I know exactly who you are, I don't have to deal with your bullshit anymore because I'm now in a position where I've been promoted, I'm no longer in your bracket anymore, so I don't need to deal with you anymore. So this is putting you in your truth, you being honest with yourself and saying, using your strong will here to say, your strong mind here to say, this is, I don't want this anymore, these people around me. So you're kind of gaining vision here, taking authority, leadership, and saying, I'm maintaining my integrity here. I'm no longer putting myself around these people, allowing these people around me. I'm going to put them to work, quite literally. So, you're really thinking outside the box here for solutions, so that you don't feel trapped anymore, so you don't feel enslaved, you don't feel imprisoned by these people that are around you, because again, some of these people may have been trying to get the promotion. Instead, you've got the promotion, now you're the one in charge, so you call the shots here, and the shots you're calling are the ones that give you a better lifestyle. You're releasing some people here, you might be firing some people, letting go of some people here, because don't go too crazy, but do it with reasonable judgment. Use your brain in terms of what's the best way to go about things. But you'll be gaining vision here anyway. Who's your friend? Who's your enemy? Who's is basically trying to hurt you, and who's not trying to hurt you? Like you're seeing this thing. You're seeing this very clearly of like who's who basically. So between Wednesday and Friday, you're going through this energy of the Six of Swords. So you're going through a healing, and this is in regards to your finances here. So again, finances, you've been working on your finances diligently, trying to see a bountiful harvest come in here for you. And so, you're gaining mastery here, obviously with this promotion. So this is a very financial reading, if you haven't guessed. And so you're gaining mastery here over your finances, and because you've got this promotion, and so you're going from healing at this time, a transition from living in a way of more of a lack way of living to a more abundant way of living. So this is what this transition is representative of here for you. Also, healing and releasing the past, healing and releasing times where you might have gone through poverty. I'm seeing the Five of Pentacles here. Yeah, of where you may have been experiencing poverty, pardon me, and where you might have been feeling lack, so you're releasing that, transitioning, healing from that, and you're going to see a lot of personal growth. You're being swept along here at this time by the universe forwards into a much better life, much more financially stable life, because you've earned it, to be honest with you. Whoever you are and whatever you've been doing, you've earned this sort of upgrade within your life, because you've been honest with yourself, you've been very practical, and you've been very honest with your life in general, and what you want from life and who you want to be, and you've been taking steps, you've been making things happen, even if they haven't worked out in your favor, you've still taken a step. It's better to try than not to try at all. It's better to try and fail than to not try at all. And so you have been doing that, so the universe is now rewarding you, first with the promotion, and then before the week begins, and then into the week you're changing things around in your environment, your immediate environment, and then you're going off and then healing and releasing and transitioning from the old way of being into this new way of being between Friday and Sunday. That's going to make you more determined, and it's because you've been working on your skills, working on your own self. That's, like I was saying, that's why this is coming about. Between Friday and Sunday, we have the King of Swords here. So again, this is a signifier that you're going. There's like a huge transformation week for you, which I forgot to mention. This is a huge transformation week for you, and you're going for a transformation here at the end of the week as well. A transformation where you're gonna be stepping more into a way of being, of you being the leader in your life, you respecting yourself in every situation, in every conversation, in every place you go to, respecting yourself first and then everybody else, and just moving from a place of wisdom, from a place of authority in your life, and from a place of truth, most importantly. So you're going through this transformation at this time to bring you an alignment to your truth, who you are. And so by doing so, the universe can come in here and judge you and say, you're in a position like this. What universal law should be passed on you here, from a place of truth, from a place of balance, from a place of fairness, from a place of justice. And the universe is judging you and saying you deserve to be happy, you deserve to be wealthy, successful, grateful for your life, because you've gone through this transformation and you've transformed, and you're now this type of person where you've become much more than you were before. You've become somebody that has a lot more wisdom now, somebody that has a lot more respect for themselves, that has a lot more truth, that's sort of aligned much more to their truth. And so the universe is blessing you with this wealth, saying, wealth needs to come in for you here. And the wealth that is meant to come in here for you is a wealth of love. So this is a wealth of love that the universe is sending you, a wealth of feeling like caring and compassion from the universe in general, for yourself in general. Being caring and compassionate towards yourself, loving feelings, showing yourself loving feelings and kindness. And so the universe is giving you this wealth of love, is what I'd like to say. So that you love yourself more, and you love your journey more, and you love who you are more, and you're going to be happy with this kind of wealth, this wealth of energy that the universe is giving you. You're going to be very happy and grateful for it, and it's going to make you feel very successful, is what I'm seeing here. So you're going through a very interesting week, and of letting go of things, and walking away from things that are abandoning you and disappointing you in any kind of way. This is what this week is pretty much representative of, and these experiences are putting you in a way of being where you are in this Queen of Swords energy of becoming in your truth, most importantly being in your truth. But this is a big transformational week for you, but you being in your truth, you being honest with yourself and empathetic towards yourself in regards to every decision you're making here. So the universe is like really stepping in here for you this week and bringing big change into your life, by allowing you to change life, give you power to change your life in the way that you see fit, as well as you going through this healing, and the universe giving you this wealth of love. Now, so I want to pull out one more card for this one, actually. Yeah, so the reason why you're getting this wealth of love is so you can receive more blessings from the universe. The universe wants to bless you and nurture your energy more here. And so the universe is setting you up here to receive more blessings, so that can increase your strength in this world, like physically, like what you're capable of doing. You can see, we can't see it, but she's got like a golden aura around her. So the universe really wants to give you this nurturing energy and wants you to tap into your own abundant nature so that you can receive blessings. So you're receiving this love here between Friday and Sunday. So you're just going to be feeling good all of a sudden. You're going to be seeing feathers as a confirmation between Friday and Sunday that you are on the right path and you're doing the right things in life. So let's pull you out your challenge for this week. And you haven't seen me before. The challenges show up one way or another, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. One way or another, they show up. And the challenge is trying to stop you from moving forwards in life. It's trying to block your progress. It wants to keep you in the same reality. So let's see what the challenge is here for this week. So your challenge for this week is it's like you're caught up in what you're trying to grow. You're planning and investing, and you're trying to see growth, and you're trying to persevere through things at this time. You're trying to persevere, but this Seven Pentacles showing up here is like success unfulfilled. Like you see, the growth hasn't happened here for you. some the kind of growth that you were hoping for hasn't happened here for you, and this is kind of stopping your transformation here. That you saying that your growth that you the growth that you desire to happen hasn't happened yet is blocking you from transforming at this time, transitioning, and is stagnating you, is putting your life on hold and kind of stagnating you by you looking at finances in particular and saying, I want, why am I not where I financially want to be? Why am I not where I want to financially be? Like, I've put in the work, I've been investing, I've been persevering. Where's the growth? Don't focus on finances too much at this time. The growth is happening. You are getting this promotion, but it's not exactly like I said in the channel. It's not. You may have not even put your name up for it for the promotion. It's just happening. Look at it as in terms of yourself, your own personal development. The more you develop yourself, the more easier your life gets. But when you're so focused on a particular outcome, it's a very stagnant energy. When you're focusing particularly on where's the money. So if you're constantly inside of you, you're like, where's the money? Where's the money? The universe gives you more situations to experience. Where is the money? So if you're feeling happy and abundant inside, the universe gives you more situations to experience happiness, to experience abundance. So that's what the whole thing is during this week. And what the universe is shifting you into is this energy of abundance, so that you can receive more abundance, if that makes sense. But your challenge here is showing me that you're like trying to hope and wish, like, where's the growth? Because I've put in the work, but where's the growth? And this is actually blocking your transformation at this time. This is blocking your upgrade in life, and it's making you stagnant. It's literally stagnating you. It's making your journey in life put on pause, because you're throwing off your own energy. You're going off into an energy of lack, where the universe is trying to put you into an energy of abundance. So that's your challenge here for this week. Let's see what your outcome is. So your outcome here is you are deciding to abandon this idea of like, where's the growth, and you're saying, if it does take a long time, I'm cool with it. It will take a long time, but you do know at the end of it, like within your heart, you know that even if it is a long time, you will by the end of it receive your blessings, no matter how long it takes. The the Knight of Pentacles is a slow energy, but it's like you committing to this idea of working hard and being productive, being practical and honest with yourself about every step of the way. Like, you've been up until this point, about this purpose of yours, your purpose, what your life for you is meant to be, like, and not just your purpose, but I guess your finances in general. Like, you're not keeping a focal point of finances here, of saying, my finances need to happen today, or they need to happen as quickly as possible. Like, if it takes time, it takes time. But here you're appreciating the journey that you're going through, and that's what the Knight of Pentacles does. He falls in love during his journey also. So by you just committing to this, it's restoring your faith, it's increasing your faith, increasing your hope, and this is causing you to go through a renewal here, a renewal in your potential, and the universe is gonna be bringing in divine blessings for you. And you're letting go of this. Literally, you're letting go of this. Energy of like needing financial control, security, worrying about these kind of things, financial, needing finances. And so you're having a breakthrough in this kind of way of being, a breakthrough. You're having a breakthrough, as well as absolving yourself, forgiving yourself for being in this kind of stagnant energy. And so by you being like this, you're being very vulnerable with the universe, and the universe is going to show up for you, is what I strongly feel like. Okay, quite literally, by you doing so, you're becoming vulnerable. You're having a breakthrough, going from this energy here by the end of the week, going from this energy of the Four of Pentacles, which is needing finances, needing financial control, financial security, to being feeling wealthy, feeling successful, feeling happy and grateful for your life in general. So this is a really good energy. You're shifting, and it starts by you just saying, if it takes time, I'm willing to go with it. That is making you go through this renewal, and you're having this breakthrough here within your finances here during this week, by the end of the week, in some kind of way. So yeah, I'm going to leave you a reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.